Hello everyone and welcome to my sister wives Bombshell channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody Brown has said and done numerous horrendous things across the 18 times of Sister Wives, breaking the hearts of his wives and kids simultaneously. The association of Kody and Robyn Brown denoted the start of the breaking down of the Brown more distant family. Before Robyn joined the Sister Wives bunch, things weren't generally straightforward, yet the family had figured out how to work out some kind of harmony. The entry of Robyn upset the overall influence and caused a long-lasting split in the Brown family. Following the finish of his 26-year union with Christine Brown, Kody recognized that he had hitched her because of her family's status inside their polygamous church, marking them as polygamist eminence. All he truly said was that he wedded Christine fundamentally for distinction and never truly cherished her. Christine called him a weakling for not cutting off their friendship sooner, and Kody answered by saying that he was unable to leave her due to her family's status locally. The exes were in conflict with Christine's decision to leave the family and go to Utah with their girl, Truly, according to Diversion this evening. One of the essential providers for the Brown family during their marriage, Janelle Brown, was utilized full-time in the land business, according to Swindle Sheet. Christine, a housewife, watched Janelle's kids notwithstanding her own, and Janelle brought in cash that she promptly put toward the family's costs. Following quite a while of difficult work, Janelle had no assets and nothing to show for her endeavors when the Browns fizzled, and Kody was reluctant to monetarily support her. As a single parent with a regular work and no investment funds, it was hard for Janelle. In the principal time of Sister Wives, Kody and his 3 wives, the Tans, were presented. Their roomy home was apportioned into many wings, giving every spouse her own space, according to the cheat sheet. Since polygamy was taboo in Utah, Kody moved his family to Las Vegas out of dread for the public authority. Residing in a few houses introduced hardships since Kody needed to invest energy consistently separated from a critical part of his family, making the Brown family self-destruct. Christine needed to get back to Utah when the guidelines loosened up a bit, however Kody turned her down. Robyn was Kody's #1 spouse from the snapshot of their 2010 wedding. Kody kept up with for a really long time that he cherished every one of the 4 of his mates similarly and denied the allegation. Kody at last started to openly concede his inclination for Robyn once Christine, Janelle, and Mary Brown all left. Plural marriage is harmed when one life partner is liked over the others, and Kody's affection for Robyn at long last squashed his spouse's hearts and destroyed his loved ones. He accepted that he could breeze through the plural marriage test in the event that he set forth sufficient energy in his examinations at How to Be a Spouse 101, according to E! News. Mary needed to buy her grandma's home and transform it into an overnight boarding house during Sister Wives Season 12. She mentioned a $40,000 credit from Kody to satisfy her objective. Mary had the option to get the fundamental assets all alone and is currently the cheerful proprietor of Lizzie's Legacy Hotel after Kody declined to help her. From that point forward, she has been the proprietor of Lizzie's Legacy Motel, having by and by paid the whole $80,000. Mary purchased the house with her own assets from her LuLaRoe Garments organization. Her extraordinary grandparents built it in 1870. Individuals from the little town of Parowan, which is found halfway between Salt Lake City and Las Vegas, accumulated there in a sort of way. The family bought lacking area in Arizona in 2019 to foster one house on an open plot for every one of the spouses. The family truly wanted to get back to a similar land since withdrawing Utah in 2010. With the exception of the years Janelle lived there in a trailer, the site lay empty for quite a long time since the Browns missing the mark on assets to foster it. In addition to the fact that they couldn't use the land, yet Coyote Pass just exacerbated the situation for the family. They were having monetary challenges and quarreling over how to part the land similarly between the spouses. The awful self-destruction demise of Garrison Brown, the 25-year-old child of Kody and Janelle, was simply uncovered. Remorsefully, Garrison and his dad had a spat since the coronavirus pestilence separated the family. In this manner they were not cordial when he died. Garrison was one of Kody's senior youngsters who was not allowed to see their dad since he couldn't stick to Kody and Robyn's severe coronavirus principles. Everybody in the family endured significantly all through the detachment, and the family couldn't reunite when the pestilence was finished. Leon Brown, Kody and Mary's transsexual child, was their main youngster together, and Kody deserted him and Mary after he wedded Robyn. It was less difficult for Kody to invest energy with his spouses in general and youngsters when sister wives initially began on the grounds that they shared a huge house in Utah. Kody's needs were obvious when they moved into isolated houses since he was investing less and less energy at Mary's home. He much of the time implied he had never at any point cherished Mary and told her he would have rather not been in that frame of mind following quite a while of disregard. Sister Wives star Kody Brown's experiencing right presently as he's lost his child, Garrison Brown, who voiced his issues with his dad on screen previously. Since he and Garrison had a few issues, Kody should be unbelievably miserable. He's presumably regretting all that occurred and wishing it might have been unique. While Garrison's in paradise presently, liberated from personal unrest after purportedly living with liquor habit, Kody's still here on the planet. That is absolutely deplorable to handle a lamentable occasion. In Sister Wives Season 18, Kody was bad-tempered, self-indulging and furious. His emotional episodes were sensational. Janelle Brown swore at him on screen. Their theatrics worked out as they sat on the sofa of the little Arizona condo that she was leasing. At the point when things got excessively warmed, he'd pull on his earthy-colored calfskin coat and escape. Janelle could have done without the way that Kody essentially closed himself from her and their kids, including Garrison, during the coronavirus pandemic. The children could have done without it by the same token. While nobody's to be faulted for Garrison's self-destruction, Kody's issues with his child might torment him. At the point when the pandemic began, a great many people were apprehensive. It was a particularly peculiar time. Individuals were biting the dust, there were no immunizations, and fundamental supplies, for example, bathroom tissue, were frequently elusive. Certain individuals responded by picking hypervigilance. They decided to sequester themselves and never left their air pockets. Kody concluded that extraordinary cautiousness was appropriate for the Brown family. He and Robyn and the children they share adhere to the strictest guidelines. Indeed, even mail must be cleaned somewhere around gloved hands before it was opened. Janelle and her kids by Kody dismissed these principles, thinking that they are excessively outrageous. They like to adhere to CDC rules which were more loose. Since their children wouldn't surrender specific things, for example, seeing significant others and companions, Kody believed that Janelle should remove them from her home. Janelle thought this was a horrendous solicitation, and she was correct. Kody thought he was making the best decision. Notwithstanding, there's a ton of negativity about Kody and Robyn. With regards to this couple, right all along, the warnings have been waving in the breeze, according to the clasp displayed previously. Since they're so consumed with each other, it's conceivable that they blamed the pandemic so as to be separated from everyone else along with their kids. During the pandemic, Kody got a long break from polygamy. Since Robyn subtly needed monogamy, she could have been pushing her mate, empowering him to be as careful about coronavirus rules as could be expected. That would harm his associations with different spouses. It would unleash devastation and draw Robyn nearer to her definitive objective, having Kody all to herself. That objective was ultimately accomplished. All of this has now blown up. Kody didn't understand how serious his child's concerns were. Janelle realized that Garrison was pained, yet didn't have any idea how extreme his issues were. Garrison kept a portion of his sentiments hidden. Obviously, in the event that he'd shared all that he was feeling, his folks would have made a special effort to help him. Janelle specifically would have done everything necessary to prevent this from occurring. When she saw an upsetting gathering text, she became concerned, despite the fact that the text wasn't really for her. Janelle messaged Garrison to check whether he was okay. They visited for some time and afterward he exited the discussion. That is the point at which she got somebody to beware of him. This is all horrendous. Presently Kody and Robyn need to sincerely analyze everything that they've accomplished throughout the long term and why such countless individuals think they destroyed their loved ones. They need to reside with each and every decision and where every one of their choices have driven. The family gifts that tormented the Browns were most certainly in any event to some degree Kody and Robyn's issue. Kody inclined toward Robyn and the plural marriage turned into a bad dream for different spouses. Kids were impacted. It's all extremely miserable and presently Kody and Robyn might turn on one another. How might they bury the hatchet with all that has occurred? How might they continue on together? The one who contemptuously called his different spouses is currently examining his own words and activities in the most profound and most difficult manner. Robyn's most likely doing likewise. On the off chance that Kody and Robyn stay together, they'll keep on being viewed as lowlifes by the fan base. This moment, Janelle's getting adoration and backing from fans, however Kody isn't. Fans feel that Kody didn't give Garrison sufficient love. On one of Kody's Instagram posts, a fan left a severe message after Garrison's passing. This fan felt that Kody didn't give his child daily reassurance, and this is really one of the milder remarks. Some of them are essentially rankling. Sister Wives fans are halting barely shy of faulting Kody for the passing of his youngster. That might be incredibly out of line, however most don't generally like to assume that he was a decent dad to Garrison. Thus the responsibility and disgrace that he should feel is presumably out of this world. Robyn is probable inclination it as well. Now and again she might contemplate whether the marriage merits the disdain that she gets. Robyn might dream of a daily existence where she's not public foe number one. She might need more from life than being an unscripted television bad guy. While Robyn's shown dependability to Kody before, she's started to recently condemn him more. It seems like he adores her more than she cherishes him. Garrison is gone and nothing can bring him back. He was a brilliant individual who cherished his loved ones. Garrison helped creatures, was an incredible buddy to his companions, and had a warm and cherishing character. Certainly he had issues, yet that is not the very thing anybody ought to zero in on the present moment. His great characteristics ought to be recollected. The sort of aggravation that drives somebody to self-destruction is deplorable, it's gloom. Gloom is genuine, it's a pandemic in the public arena. Despondency, whether treated or untreated, can kill. Individuals who feel this sort of misery merit empathy, they don't merit judgment. Find happiness in the hereafter, Garrison. At the present time it seems like Kody and Robyn are the ones who are getting judged. The Sister Wives stars have a hard street ahead. Assuming Robyn makes it happen, Kody may be okay. In the event that she chooses to leave, Kody might feel like he has nothing left. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.